We're live. All right. Hi, everyone. My parents are saying hi from there.
Hi.
Can you all hear me? Is audio good there? Yep. Okay. Hi, everyone. Just wanted to say a quick sorry about the mix-up in the stream. If you saw that, how there was a stream and then it had to be deleted. Funny thing, when you set up a stream, you kind of need to have the camera that you're going to use for the stream plugged into the computer when you set it up. Otherwise, it'll set it up for a streaming platform that you don't have. So I needed to delete it and redo it. That way we could work with the camera that we actually have. So, sorry about that, and hello. We have some things to talk about today. See some animals. We'll answer some Patreon questions. The animals and the Patreon questions will be dispersed throughout. And yeah. Oscar might join us. We'll see. Maybe Beckett might even join us. That would be fun. It's my paper. It's my oh yeah, people can see it. Never mind. You're not allowed to see our secrets. Our secrets that will by the end of the stream not be secrets. I feel like I'm shouting.
Kind of are.
Okay. We're going to do yes, I am. We're going to do a similar thing to last stream, which is where the stream will be governed by the chat and our little list of talk things. So, yeah, what's the one? We didn't put it in order. I want the animals and the Patreon questions to be dispersed throughout. Yeah, one thing that you guys may or may not know when I'm filming is I talk very fast, and throughout most of the video, Dad is behind the camera, our mom is behind the camera, and I have an issue with talking slowly. So yeah. So, hello to everyone in the chat. Hello to everyone watching the stream. Thank you all for being here. I know I've probably said hello around 50 times now, so we should probably...
New people show up, right?
New people show up. Hey, we're at 19. When we started, we were at 11 people. So thank you all for taking time out of your day to come and watch my stream.
Hang out with us.
Yeah, hang out with us. Okay.
Do you want to share any news, or do you want to wait a little bit and see if more people join in?
I think let's wait for the news for a little bit later.
Okay.
So yeah, let's start with some animals. Who do we want to start with?
Start with Dozer.
Dozer? Let's see. Can I reach you? Right here, sir. Oh, come here.
Someone is asking, how did you grow on YouTube?
A lot of help from Wicked Reptiles and hard work.
No luck.
And little luck, and Clint too. Clint was a big help. Hi, buddy. Yeah, hello, my loves.
Oh, someone's here from Spain.
Ooh. Oh, hello. This is Dozer. Some people wanted to see some of him, so here he is. He has started eating again. He'll go off food for a little bit in the winter because he likes to for some reason put in a do a self-brumation. I don't know why. Oh, we're getting some hellos from India. Hello. From the UK. Hello. Thank you. It's very nice. Oh, from Italy. Interesting. I like how I'm technically internationally. People know me around the world. There's 8,000 of you, a little over 8,000 of you, and you're from everywhere. It's amazing. Hi from England. Hi from Baja. I'm bad. Yeah, Baja. Baja. I'm sorry. But hello.
See, reptile lover
900 subs. Oh,
subs when you were at 900.
Thank you. Oh, well, thank you for helping me come this way. Would you recommend a female or male beardy? I'm also a new sub. Well, hello. Male or female beardy? I don't think it really matters. I have a female beardy. Hi. Oh, yeah. We knew we were going to get a visit from him. Are you going to come on up? He might not come up. We'll see. So it's really a personal preference. Sometimes females might start to try and lay eggs even when they have not been introduced to a mate. So it really is up to personal preference and what you would like. So yeah, there's not really a pros and cons or anything like that. Hi from Iowa. Hi. Oh, thank you, Steve W, for 5 monies. I see you. I was gonna say, I see you were here for our last stream. Thank you. Oh, hi from South Africa too. I try to read all of the chats. If I miss any, I'm sorry. But yeah, and I'll try to answer questions if I can.
Does anyone want to keep track of how many Annaliese says that
Please don't.
we obviously edit out of all the videos?
Yeah, we edit a lot
Of
things.
out.
Hi from Germany. Hi. Hi from Canada. Okay, so this is Dozer. He's a big boy. Yeah, he's putting some weight back on, even though he doesn't really lose weight because it is a self-formation. Jelly Turtle. Please don't rewatch to count. For an accurate amount. Thanks. I'll appreciate it. Yeah. I'll try to be better, and then you won't have to painstakingly go through every minute to count how many M's per second. Hello, dear sir. But yeah, he's probably about 6 feet again. Jub just pooped.
Oh.
She had the biggest poo yesterday, so I was thinking, and it was late in the day, so I was thinking, she won't poop in the crate. No, of course not, because how could she have anything more in her? She's a tegu. That's how. It's probably just like water that accompanies the urate. She's just like, you know what? Just to be difficult, here you go. But, yeah. Getting my first royal python soon. Can't wait. They're great snakes. They're very cuddly and amazing. Oh, hi, Josh. It's okay. Oh, you're not really late. We've been streaming for 7 minutes and 15 seconds. So it's all right. Thanks for coming. Do you keep any fish? I can't remember if you do. If you do, what kind? We have guppies that we will feed to the valleys and the chapalas. Right now they're in a fish tank. We're just kind of trying to get a big enough colony. We've been trying to get a big enough colony for some time now. But yeah, we do have guppies, and we have like a little loach to kind of keep the algae in check. But other than that, no. We used to keep fish in the States. We had a big fish tank with a bunch of different fish.
2 fish tanks.
We did have 2 fish tanks, but yeah, when we moved back, we needed to get rid of them because we weren't able to bring them across the border. In school, because everyone around me tells me I'll be too distracted and I should wait till I graduate to get a pet reptile. They're wrong, respectfully.
I think
if you get a snake, I guess it does. If you get a snake or a beardy or a leopard gecko or a crested gecko like that, go right ahead. They're great animals. Make sure you have the room too. That's the only thing I would be cautious about is if like you're in a dorm or you're in a small apartment, because I know a lot of people who are in school do have smaller living quarters. So just make sure you have the room for an appropriate sized enclosure. And he doing a slither. And other than that, if you have like the ability to get a reptile, go right ahead. They make great pets. Oh, right. Okay. I forgot what Dad was doing. He's taking care of Jub.
Dad, do you need a hand? Oh, no.
Okay.
He says, okay.
We're good. But yeah, reptiles are great. They shouldn't distract you too much if you get like the right reptile for you. Do lots of research, all that jazz. And you should be good.
My turtle refuses to eat his guppies, his feeder guppies.
Sometimes they can be picky. I know whenever we gave our turtles fish when we lived in the States, it was like Shark Week. The scales, I don't want to be too gruesome because I know that there might be younger people watching, but glitter.
Yeah, the scales were glitter in the water.
It could be quite gruesome at times, but yeah. I can't. I have to give Jelly Turtle there something to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about I'll do okay so instead, okay?
Okay.
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 And
failed immediately.
any luck on an albino garter snake yet? No. Okay. No. Okay. I haven't seen one at any of the expos I've been to since the last live stream. Where is the lizard?
She's back in the crate. She's fine.
Where's the crate?
It's over there.
Oh, hi, Hobbs. Okay, so no luck on an albino checkered garter snake yet. Maybe in the future, but we're just kind of getting everything. Musical Enclosures is happening now, upgrades. So maybe when that's all done, we might start seriously looking for an albino checkered garter, but it's kind of if we come across one, we'll get it as long as it looks like, healthy enough that we're not going to bring it home and it's going to have failure to thrive. We want like a good, established, high, I'm saying hi to Oscar, a good established albino checkered garter snake, and yeah.
Do you want to talk about the builds that you're doing? Since
that's one of the patron questions.
Yep.
Okay, so who asked the question?
Oh, I'll find that out. Hold on 2 seconds. I just closed it.
All right, can I put Dozer away now? Are we good to put him away? Because I think Oscar might want to come up.
Hale asked, are you working on any fun upgrades right now?
Currently, I'm doing the Lake Chapala's Enclosure. Dad's been a huge help on that one because he is more with the plumbing and stuff because it's going to be a big paludarium. I don't want to give too much away. If you're a patron, you get you've had some update videos, and I talked about it in the behind the scenes.
I hear her.
Yeah, me too. Sorry. If you hear that scratching in the background, that's just Jub throwing a hissy fit because she's like, I want to be in a crate. Oh, and what's in the box? This was just the box we put Dozer in for easier access for the live stream. No, come back here. You cannot go to the floor. They want to see you, my darling. So yeah, we have that. And then once that is done and the Chapalas are moved into their new enclosures, the IT crowd is going to get an upgrade into their enclosure. The IT crowd is our plains garter snakes. But for anyone wondering if they are plains, they were sold to us as plains garter snakes. But we do have our doubts whether they are pure plains. They might be a hybrid. We don't know. We're going to call them plains for ease of explanation, but they might not be plains. Just keep that in mind. But we're going to be moving our plains garter snakes, the IT crowd, into the Chapala's current enclosure when they get moved into their paludarium. And then we don't know what we're going to do with that little enclosure. We might just put it... Yeah, we might give it... No, Maggie's enclosure right now is bigger than that one, eh? No, they're around the same size, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm going to put Dozer away.
So Kate's Reptiles just said, I want to get a black and white tegu.
Oh, yeah.
I'm older, but I'm 13, so I want to make an enclosure for under my bed. Because it sounds cool.
It is cool.
What is that like at 6 in the morning?
It is cool until you're like, oh, I'm going to sleep at Dozer.
Here.
My Dozer. Okay, yeah, because he's going to... You can take the lid, and you can take the boy. There we go. Hi. That's just me. And Hobbs is glaring at us. He's like, what are you doing? Hi, buddy.
Finish your story.
Right. So, having a tegu under your bed is amazing. You can wake up, and they're there basking under their heat lamp, and you can just open it up and let them walk around your room, pee on your floor.
As has been known to happen.
As has been known to happen. But when you're thinking, oh, I want to sleep in today, so you go to bed with the intent of sleeping in the morning. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. She's going to start digging. They are going to start digging. And I don't know where Jub thinks she's digging to, but she is determined. And what Jub likes to do is because we have this big log. It's like a long piece of driftwood that's like tall. And it's on its side, so it's pointing up. So what Jub likes to do is she'll climb up the back of that and then like try to launch herself into the grate at the top. I don't know why. Oh, speak of the girl, shall we take her out now?
If you want.
Yeah, my lady.
Wow. Do they want to see Jubs next, or do they want
to
see
Jubs next?
Probably Jubs.
I mean, Jubs is amazing. Hi, baby doll. Come here. You can come out? You can see the tail.
She's like, no, you put me in here, and now I'm going to stay.
Please don't decibel. This is Jub Jub. She's my baby. Did you poop on my clothes? I bet you did. Do you want to go down? Good girl. You're not allowed to step on the computer, though.
Will.
No, my mom. I assume she is.
Hi, Chubb. Hi, baby.
She's like, I'll go where I want.
Okay, what do you need to...
Yeah, can you pass me the thing we had for her just in case she gets... She still likes to be swaddled like a blanket, like in a blanket like a baby.
Hi, baby girl.
I kind of forgot what I was talking about. I'm sorry. Do you want to come here?
Take her under the bed.
Take her under the bed. They will scratch.
Just put her on top of that.
They make noise. They don't stop making noise. Hi. I know. But they're very good lizards. They're intelligent. They're lovely. If you get a cuddly one, then they're cuddly. If you get an active one, then they're very fun to tame. Not tame, but like train. That's the word I was going for. They're just a blast. I love them. They're dogs. They're dogs in lizard form. That's honestly the only way I can... Don't you dare try and launch yourself off there. She's done it before.
How big was Jub Jub when we got her?
Like the size of her back legs. I kid you not. When we got her, she was the size of like that back leg. She was small. She must have just lost the green on her head too. Like that's how tiny she was. So probably maybe that big. We have like a shed of her foot from her first time with us. And it's at least half the size of her feet now. She was so impossibly small. Like currently, she could eat her past self if she wanted to. Like she was itty bitty and she just grew so fast. She did. Hi. Mm-hmm.
Josh is
Ow,
asking,
ow.
has she tamed back down now? You mentioned she was a tad unruly last time you streamed.
Mostly, yeah. Mostly. She does need to relearn like her coming when she's called.
The target training, yeah.
And the target training, yeah. But other than that, she's become a little dream again. She's my little puppy dog who's now ripping my back to shreds. No, can you come here, please? No, I got it. I got it. Just kind of gotta make her come over here. You make her think that she's going where she wants to go when she's not. Or not. Okay, Liz, come here. Let's go. She's just gonna be behind my back. Yeah, okay, there we go. Please don't climb on my hair. No, ow, ow. The claws. She does need to have her claws cut. We haven't done that yet. Oh, and there goes my hair.
All right, so you're just going to do the stream like
This is why I wore a long sleeve sweater, because I am a little bit warm right now, but I was like, oh, we're going to have Jub Jub. I cannot wear something that has thin sleeves or is short sleeve because she has claws. But look, her tongue's all better, which I'm very happy about. What? Oh, do you want that? Oh, yeah, you want that, don't you? She wants to be cuddled, but then I'm going to swaddle her, and then she's going to be all grumpy about it because she's difficult.
Like clawing here in 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
Come
here there, lizard.
CS Herpetology says he wishes he could get garter snakes, but live in Mexico, and I'm worried I would not be able to supply fish and worms.
They can eat chicken hearts. They can eat mice too. Like they don't need to just eat fish and worms. So you have a wide variety of food to feed them. Don't ya? Just like with tegus. She wants to go in my hair again. But no, garter snakes are great. That's one of the main reasons why I recommend them as a great first snake, because they are active, they are engaging, they come in many different shapes, sizes, and colors, and they eat everything. Yeah, Josh. Oh, hi, Rick. Just dropped by to say hi, everyone. Well, thank you so much. 20 Canadian monies. That's a lot. Thank you. Hi, Jub. I know. Are you? Thank you. Yeah, Jub Jub says thank you too. Thank you. Okay.
Do you want to do another Patreon question?
Sure. Yeah. Patreon questions are fun.
They are fine.
Fun.
So, Kimber Dillon is asking, what do you find therapeutic about handling talking about and caring for your snakes and other pets?
That's a very good question.
So what's therapeutic about handling them or talking to them or caring?
Honestly, it's like with a dog or cat where they are easygoing. They don't care much. They just sit with you. Like bearded dragons are great because they'll just sit on your shoulder or something, and they just exude a calmness because you need to be calm in order for them to be calm. So I think that it helps you be calm for the sake of them, and then you feel better. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. At least she doesn't have her claw in my ear.
No, she's
Currently.
caught in your hair though.
Uh-huh. This is another reason why tegus are difficult. And she's a very well-behaved tegu, believe it or not. Yeah, hi. Oh, that's my hair you're going under. Ow. She loves being in my hair. Watch, she'll just want to be... Sorry, I bumped the mic. She just likes...
We can always tell when Annaliese says jub out because we just hear ow, ow, ow.
No, don't step on that.
Don't go back there. Yeah, she keeps trying to go between my bed and my wall, which will lead to behind my bed, and her enclosure is insanely heavy, and we don't want her back there. And she keeps trying to go back there.
Okay, are you finished answering that first?
But no, and it's just animals always have this thing about them that is just inherently therapeutic. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe it's because you have to be calm in order for them to be calm, so it kind of forces you to take a break and look at things differently. It could be because they don't understand English, so you need to think of new ways to communicate with them. Are you going to pee?
Maybe.
She does that all the time to trick us. She'll be like, am I gonna? Am I not?
It's the pre-position.
It is.
So
she's going to try and jump to your
Matthew
thing.
Franklin's asking, do you have any plans to do a video about salmonella infections from reptiles? Might be a good topic to research. I know many reptiles can be carrier without symptoms.
That is a very good question, and I think that is a very good topic idea. I don't think we've...
Yeah, we have the kit.
Yeah, we actually... Oh, right. We have a germ kit so that we can see like the different kinds of bacterias. But honestly, like a lot of reptiles, salmonella is more likely to come from your lettuce if you don't wash it than your reptile.
Or your meat.
Yeah. Like it is... People think... Yeah, or your cat or dog. Like, reptiles are actually a lot cleaner than a lot of people think. And there's even studies going into crested gecko skin that's saying that they might be antimicrobial because of the way that their skin is formed, that it basically is like in points that will pop the bacteria. So it's not like a fact or anything, but there are studies looking into that. So reptiles are a lot cleaner than a lot of people think.
Or maybe they're not.
And we'll prove it in the video. But like a lot of reptiles, people think of them as gross, disgusting, ew, it's a reptile, it's dirty, it's slimy. They might not be. I'd love to do that video though. We have it planned. I kind of forgot that we had that planned. Okay.
Have you, Spiky the Reptile God says, have you ever made one of your reptiles swim?
So
lots. I think it's a shorter list to say which ones don't swim.
Yeah, when you give your snake a bath, they will swim. You give your lizard a bath, if it's deep enough, she will swim. Redfoot tortoises actually are one of the few tortoises that can swim, though it's though it's more of just bobbing.
It's so cute.
And just like.
You should do another a video for that and then put it on Instagram so people can see.
Because they swim across rivers and stuff like that too, right?
Yeah, they swim across rivers. So they are actually one of the few species of tortoise that can swim. So yeah, most of my reptiles have gone swimming.
Where are you going?
Hi, little lady. No.
Daniel Martin is asking, are Dumo boas a good pet for beginners?
Yeah. The only thing... Come here. Oh my goodness. Do you want this? The only thing I would say that is a downside is they need a very big enclosure, and I would recommend you need to know how to tap train them. But other than that, and both of those can be easily accommodable.
You can accommodate them?
Yes. Shush. Confusement was a word, and you said it wasn't.
That is true.
Come here, madam. Yeah, do you want to go in here? She just likes to know where she's going, and she doesn't like it if she walks in and there's a dead end. She gets mad then. Jobs, look, light, this way. Oh, my goodness. You're stuck. There we go. Yes, Dumeril boas are great beginners. They're cuddly snakes. They're big and bulky, but they're gentle giants, and they're very easy for their care. I think they're a great beginner reptile.
And they're still safe for one person.
And they're still safe for one person. That's a very good thing. But yeah. Ow.
So maybe Jubs should go away.
Maybe.
Yeah. Hi, Jubs.
I'd love to rescue an invasive Florida tegu someday. I hear there are people who trap them and adopt them out instead of killing them, and supposedly they chill out quite a bit with socialization. Yes, they do. Tegus from the wild will become like a puppy dog tame as a captive tegu very quickly because they're socially smart, so they know how to interact with other tegus and other things. And even though they are not social, where are you going?
Okay, give her back to Dad.
She's relatively staying on me, which is I love her. Nope, that's underneath the desk. There's nothing for you to climb there, my love. All right, Dad, do you want?
Yeah. Do you want
The
to put her
lizard?
in the crate, or do you want to put her home? Is she gonna come back out again later? You think, or
No.
Is she literally just settling now?
okay?
Oh,
Well, she's
then
fine.
you can roll her.
Okay, then it's all right, my love. Okay, but yeah, no, tegus from the wild are awesome. They're just as amazing and tame as captive bred tegus, which I find very fascinating because a lot of animals from the wild, a lot of reptiles that you get out of the wild, especially intelligent lizard species, they don't like to tame down. But tegus are just like, yeah, you know,
This is the good
this
life.
is kind of nice. And then they're like, sure, okay, fine. If I have to let you pet me every now and then I guess I'll be nice. But yeah, no, it's great. They're amazing. I highly recommend it.
A couple more questions here from Hale.
Patreon. Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, because she had.
She
a-
has
They-
a few
they-
questions, yep.
Yeah.
They, sorry, they,
They.
yes.
Sorry.
Okay, so Hale would like to know, what plants have you had success with for bigger snakes?
What do you mean by success with?
Like they didn't
That they
die.
don't die.
All of my bigger snakes we've had success with.
No, the plants,
plants.
honey. The
Oh,
plants. Remember?
right. Sorry.
You didn't listen correctly there? That's okay.
Can I take my hair out? Because Jub
And then
Jub has
put it back
completely
Yes,
Mm.
on the bottom.
ruined it. So
Plants
Not
that are good for big
much.
snakes.
there aren't many.
Well, that ivy's hanging on in August.
4 leaves.
Barely. But I think that one was like overwatered and then underwatered. So maybe that could have been our fault instead of
Hi, baby girl.
his fault. But
Oh.
ivy, like if you get some like sod, like grass, maybe that would work. But pothos, if the roots are up high, but honestly, it's not much. Heavy-bodied snakes will
Fake plants.
squish.
That's success
Fake
with
plants. That's what that's honestly the main species that we've had success with.
No.
Yeah, her claws are sharp. She needs them cut. But she's not picky about her toes being touched, so we'll do that one day. Jubs, quit trying to
My
roll. You're
jugular.
fine, my love.
Come here.
Do you want this?
No.
No,
All right.
Dad's gonna just put it away.
I have cuts on the back of my hands now.
Did you get a new kitten? No.
No.
I got a tegu. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly. My tegu is the best. Thank you. She is very well behaved. I know there can be some tegus who are not the best, but she's always been like this. Yeah, for the stream, we're thinking about the stream is going to go for an hour and a half to 2 hours ish, just so that everyone's aware. So yeah, be a little while.
Okay, so Hale had another question.
Mm-hmm.
Your digestion video was awesome.
Thank you.
What is your favorite thing that you learned when researching that?
Ooh. Okay, I'm really into like organs. I like to know like
That's a very
what the
weird sentence.
well, Mom makes cat food from like scratch, so we've checked with our vet. It's okay. I think we actually talked about it in I feed my tegu cat food video.
Yeah.
Sorry for the clickbait, but it's not clickbait because it's true. we talk about the recipe there, and I really like helping her because I like the way the organs feel. I know this makes me sound like a psychopath. But it's fascinating to me. I like the way I find it interesting how they work, what they look like. So to finish off, I know this is a very roundabout way of answering. I'd say there's an ant on the wall. That's not the most favorite thing I had fun with while learning that. The lungs, with learning about how the lungs work and how they squeeze and all of that surrounding their breathing and their respiratory system, I found very interesting, and I really, really liked to learn about that.
Okay, and one last question from Hale. Do you have a reptile or ideally snake book that you recommend?
I think actually Dad had that here. There is this one. Is it focusing good?
Yep.
Good. There's this one. It is pretty good. It's not super detailed or anything, but there's a lot of good information here. Some of it I've used actually in my videos, The Shape of Snakes. But yeah, no, this is a great book. Has great starting information. It's just I've been through it a bunch of times. It has like different types. It like tells you the different types of snakes. Ooh, that's a pine snake. Ooh, Dumerals. Retip, carpet python. Oh. Now I'm just trying to test myself. See how we do that with the what's the snake subreddit on Reddit is Dad will take it and go, what's a snake? And then I have to go, oh, it's Decay's brown snake, because literally every other snake is a Decay's brown snake. But it's fine. But yeah, no, so this book.
Yeah, you do have some others, but that one I think
you got
this one's good.
Expo too. That was...
Yeah, I got a bunch of old books at the expo just because I wanted to kind of see. I thought it might be a cool video idea to go and look through them and then see what didn't light up. Old is like from 1970 and down. I think the most recent book was like 1983 was when it was published, but there's a surprising amount of information in there. Now, I've only like actually read the one on how to treat snakes. They were talking about like practices in zoos for veterinary stuff. I'm not a vet. I'm not trained as a vet, even though I've watched every single vet show on Disney Plus. But it didn't seem to be too off. But kind of
nuked your video idea.
Yeah, but I mean, there are only so many ways that you can treat snake mites or RI.
Yeah.
So
even the tegu and monitor book was pretty accurate.
Yeah, but it was kind of just talking about this is this, that's that. This is how you care for this. This is that. Oscar, don't go in. He's in Jub's crate.
That's fine.
That's fine. Okay, so I know I saw a couple things on here. On Disney Plus, must be an expert. I mean, yeah, kind of. On Disney Plus and only Disney Plus. I have watched Dr. K's Exotic Animal Yar so many times over. I kid you not. Is there a safe? Yeah, I'm just looking up here. Yeah, from Adam Culver. Is there a safe type of grass that can be put in bioactive setups? Just basically regular organic grass is fine, or sod, like clover is good too, but as long as it's organic and it is,
not
grass,
not
treated with like stuff like, oh, it'll make it grow, and this, don't do that. Just do regular grass seed, or you can get like sod. That'll be good. Do you know how to keep high humidity? Yeah, you do. That's just make sure it's organic, untreated, then you're good. Do you know how to keep high humidity, like in the 80s to 90s, without misting it? You could get a Mist King system, so it'll just like mist on a timer. A humidifier might be good, though I would recommend actually still misting it regularly, just to keep everything actually keeping. Close the vents. Like, not obviously make sure that there's airflow ability, but like if you have a top opening or like a screen top enclosure, put a piece of like plexiglass over that. So it actually does help keep the humidity in. But yeah, Melissa.
Maybe on the type of substrate that you have as well.
True.
Or if it's conventional versus bioactive.
Well, they said, do you know how to keep high humidity like in the 80 to 90%
Yeah.
without misting it a lot? So, I mean, for humidity that high, you're going to need a tropical soil, whether it is conventional or bioactive, you're still going to need a tropical soil. Or substrate, yeah. So most likely it'll be cocoa fiber or mulch or something like that. Either way, it's just whether it's actually fully bioactive or not. But either way, yeah, make sure you have lots of sphagnum moss. You could also put in a humid hide just as an extra thing to help. A big water dish. But yeah, other than that, Mist King or a humidifier. Update on if you're going to Snake Discovery Build Off. I have not been invited as far as I know. But even if I was this year, I can't. We have too much going on here this year, so it just wouldn't work. Probably not. Maybe.
They'd have to invite you first.
They'd have to invite me first. That's a very big point. Yeah. Can you bring Tituba out, please?
Later.
We'll do it.
Yeah,
we'll do it later. But she will be coming out. Yes. Do snakes engage more? Oh wait, I think I just got a thing. Mark Barrett, $50. Thank you so much. That's very generous. You didn't have to do that. That's very nice. Yeah, that's very nice. Okay.
Hold on.
Do snakes engage more with bioactive setups even if they are more chill and hidey snakes, like my bull snake and corn snake? Yeah, honestly, they do, because for a few different reasons, we think. One is that bioactive setups often have a lot more just stuff in them. The plants, obviously the plants, but the bugs moving around constantly helps like engage their mind. And generally in a bioactive setup, you're more likely to put in more enrichment items. So yes, absolutely. And studies have actually shown that snakes that are more enriched and then are put in new environments are more likely to actually explore and look around. And when given to new people, they will be more likely to want to stay with the new person. Whereas snakes that were not as enriched were more likely to kind of stay hidden, stay with what they knew, what was familiar. So it's actually quite interesting that depending on the way you raise them, they'll actually display different behaviors. So yes, I think they will engage more. Yeah. Even if you don't see them engaging, keep in mind, some snakes just like to actually be out at night or dawn or dusk, because corn snakes are crepuscular, meaning that they are out at dawn and dusk. So you might not see them when they're out, but they will still be out. And sometimes, even if they are supposed to be diurnal, they just decide, no, I'm going to be nocturnal. It happens a lot. Do you have any ideas to tame an angry blue-tongued skink? I don't have any experience with blue-tongued skinks personally. So just kind of be consistent. You can try target training them, maybe. I would definitely recommend, it's going to sound a little weird maybe, but try reading to them. Just read outside of their enclosure because it helps them get used to your presence being near them, but nothing bad happening. It helps them get used to your smell and the sound of your voice, the way you move. It helps them a lot with that. And slowly introduce yourself into their enclosure. Take them out for short amounts of time and then put them back. Articles of clothing in the enclosure to make sure that they associate you with good things, and that should help. Cross my legs, and now I can't uncross them. There we go.
Melissa Phelps says, everyone in the Snake Discovery comments were saying they'd love to see you there.
Well, that's nice. I'm glad that that's very nice. Yeah, I think they already sent out the stuff, but I'm flattered anyways. I mean, it was very nice to see that. It was very humbling too. Very humbling. But yeah. So thank you all for everyone who voted. It was very nice of you. Okay.
What is the animal that got you hooked? This is Spiky the reptile god. What's the animal that got you hooked on reptile keeping?
I don't really think there was like a single reptile that got me hooked.
Catching snakes.
Just catching snakes out in the wild. We had turtles in the States, but I still don't think of them as like my first reptile because that was like years before I actually started any of this and got my first snake. So I think my first snake is probably my first reptile, kind of. But yeah, no, there wasn't really a particular reptile that got me into keeping. It was just kind of, I've always loved them. And yeah.
Franklin Castro says monsoon season, the tarantulas are coming out. So you can.
I don't
You need to know that.
I don't like that information. No,
No.
thank you.
No.
No.
Not
No.
necessary.
What's a good thing to feed crickets so that they can stay alive a long time and breed, but also is healthy for lizards for what they can be fed? Greens. I know potato scraps, like uncooked potato scraps, are good for that. They also have, like, if you go to your pet store that's for reptiles and stuff like that, they can have actual powder food stuff for them sometimes.
Pretty much any of your vegetable scraps.
Yeah, there's actually stuff for cricket food, and just pretty much veggie scraps. Yeah,
So
you can gut load them.
Just to but what you're feeding the crickets or
Mhm.
whatever goes. Hi, Oscar.
He's here. He has arrived.
Goes into the pets too. So, like with Rosa, we give the crickets extra orange stuff, right?
Mhm.
Like oranges and carrots and yams, so
there's
that
the
she
boy.
gets the good vitamin A that she needs.
Do you want to come
Yeah,
Okay.
you can see him.
in?
G Kong says hello from Maryland.
Hi. I have a sister who lives in Maryland.
Okay, I have another question from
Ooh.
Patreon.
Yeah.
Emily Alice wants to know, what are your favorite parts of creating for YouTube?
Probably the fact that I can share my love for these animals and this one too, I guess. and just know that I'm helping people hopefully out there who can get over their fear of snakes, because that's what my channel is about. A lot of fear stems from a lack of knowledge. So if we can get rid of that lack of knowledge, then people won't be as afraid, or at least I hope they won't be as afraid. So that's what I'm trying to do here, and I'm glad that YouTube allows me to do that. And because of YouTube, I would not have the animals that I have if I was not going to have my YouTube channel. So I like that too. And that also leads into the fact that I can do birthday parties and educational shows for like places, and which is something we will talk about later in the stream. But yeah, no, I get to hold.
Yeah, what's done with that?
Okay. I mean, it all leads
It's
into
a nice segue.
True
That's the
segue.
word.
So, oh, hello, dear sir, my love. Okay.
So you're gonna
Right.
talk about the camps.
So the City of London, if you're a patron, then you already know this if you watch the Bits and Bites. But for the ones of you who are not patrons, the City of London has asked me to come and do presentations with my reptiles for the day camps around London, Ontario. So I'll be coming in, I'll be doing one a week, and I'll be going to different locations around Ontario for their different summer camps, and I'll just do like a 1 to 2 hour presentation with my reptiles, and it'll be educational and hopefully fun. That's what I want. Oh, hello, my love.
So that was really
So
cool.
yeah, it was really cool, and I'm really looking forward to it. The class sizes will be between, or like the presentation sizes will be between 30 to 80 kids. So it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a nice challenge, and I think I'm gonna be able to learn a lot from it. So yeah.
Very good.
Someone is asking Spikey again, have you ever eaten a cricket?
No.
Not that you know
You have not.
of.
What?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what she eats out in the wild.
Out in the wild? What does that mean? Oh, just hit my face with this. I have not eaten a cricket. I never want to eat a cricket.
you
Yeah,
watched
we
Emily's
actually
video?
watched Emily's video on it last night.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of crickets. When I worked at my job, I had to get
Define what
over
the
that.
job was.
I worked at a pet store. And I'm still afraid of crickets if they sneak up on me. I never want to ingest one. And yeah, I did get over my fear for the most part of crickets when I worked there because, you know, people come in and say, I need crickets for my lizard. So what am I supposed to go? Sorry, you have to come back and get them yourself. No, I was getting paid to do this, so I got over it, but I still don't like them. And I'm still afraid of most bugs and invertebrates of most kinds, with a few, very few, exceptions.
Like no, our tarantula.
No. Actually, the only spider I'm actually okay with is a jumping spider. If you had gotten a jumping spider, I would have been fine with it. We would have had this conversation.
It's not as funny for me. So
moving on.
There's cricket powder at the grocery store. I could just bring some home. We could just make smoothies, or I could just put them in cookies, and you wouldn't even know.
I think, if I recall seeing, I'm not sure. Someone was asking about the next expo you're going to. I'm not sure. It was a little while.
When is the next closest expo? Is that the one in Montreal?
That you guys are wanting to go to, yeah, is the Montreal one, but I
Yes.
don't think the date's been set for that.
It has not been set yet. It's still iffy as whether or not it's going to happen, but it's going to be the one in Montreal. We figured it's good. We have family there, and we like expos. And it would be nice to go to an expo outside of Ontario, because then we might actually meet macklets breeders, because a lot of macklets breeders are from Ontario, or not Ontario, from Quebec. So I hope that we see macklets keepers there.
Well, our breeder, the breeder that bred Hobbs is out there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we actually got Hobbs from, speaking of the boy, hi! Oh, take a picture. Oh, hello, dear
He's
sir.
like just at the door.
Oh, he's like looking up at me like, hello.
Or maybe we can, hold on.
Hold on. Yeah, we can take him out since we're talking. Oh, do you see him? Do you see him? He's right there. He's right. I'm pointing directly at his face. Do you see him? Hi, love. And he was over at the back of his enclosure when we started the stream, so he's come over like, hey, what's going on? So, yeah, he's a good boy. Hi, buddy. Did you know we were talking about you? I do this. I talk to my animals a lot. Do I like isopods? I'm okay with isopods. I actually do like them. They're one of the few bugs that I mentioned that I like. I like the ones that actually roll up into a solid ball, though. Like, they look shiny, and their scoots on their top like go down. They're my favorite. I don't want to know what a velvet spider is. Never.
I don't want.
I just saw that, and I don't. Please do not. Give me a boa any day. Spider. Nope. Agreed. On jumping spiders. They are pretty cute. I will admit that. Jumping spiders are cute.
3 reptile YouTube stars, Slinky, Gus, Hobbs, and a distant honorable mention to that bald-headed guy.
Yeah, Hobbs is pretty great. Yeah, I know. He's a good boy. He's going to try and climb his door now. Okay.
Did you want to hold that up for people that could see what that looks like?
This was what Hobbs was doing.
Hold it down.
Focus on that, not my face. Do you see?
In the very bottom corner, you get to.
Yeah. He's right there. I put it in front of my face and it'll focus more.
Yeah.
All right.
Good stuff. Because he's like, let me out.
A velvet spider is like a bigger jumping spider. That makes it both worse and better. I don't know.
We'll have to check that out.
Oh, will we?
Yes, we will.
Yeah, will we?
I don't think we need to. Right, Oscar?
You want to talk about, we'll take Tituba in a minute, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
We should have Oscar come on because Tituba's a little shy.
Yeah. He's so happy. Can you hear him purring? I wonder if I can just slide him.
You want to talk about what you filmed yesterday at all?
Oh! Don't move the... Oh, you're falling off. He's so big. There we go. Yes, we can talk about what we filmed yesterday. So I filmed yesterday next week's video. Look out for it. I think it's very good. It's a Canada Day video on Canada's most coolest reptile. I don't want to give too much away, but it was maybe one of the most fun. The outside parts that I filmed for it might be one of the most fun times I've ever had filming a video, because it was just, I adore the animal that we were working with, and most people don't, and I can objectively understand why, but I can't understand why. They're big, they're pretty, they're cool, they're so sassy. And they're just amazing, and I had a lot of fun with it, and I hope you all will like the video. So yeah, it's next week's Canada Day video. Big point. Okay.
And you only got bit once by one of these things. So.
Yeah, only bitten once. But yeah, no, I'm really excited for that video to come out, and I hope you all are too. Okay. Do you enjoy most designing it, building it, or just the moment when you see it? No. Okay, fine. Which part of upgrading an enclosure do you enjoy the most? Designing it, building it, or just the moment when you see the animal interact with its new habitat? I have to say, I kicked a screw. I have to say, I think putting the animal in, because building an enclosure can be very difficult.
Especially when you're trying to film it.
Especially when you're trying to film it, and especially when you're making a background for it and everything else. So the moment when you put the animal in and they love it, and it's just, that's a very fulfilling moment for me personally, and I like watching them explore it because it's like I'm seeing it with them for the first time all set up, you know? Even though I'm not seeing it for the first time all set up, but it feels like I am because it's just nice to know that they like it. It's a very rewarding thing. Given the opportunity, would you keep venomous snakes / lizards?
Well, how venomous?
How venomous? I'm assuming they mean hot snakes, like actual.
Yeah.
Not like
false water cobras on your list for sure, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Also, on my bucket list is the reptile that Canada Day's video is about, though I might not be able to keep that specific
That's
animal
illegal. You
because
cannot
that's
keep it.
illegal, so I might have to keep a different species of that, which is legal. But anyways,
I'll say not if you're living here, Mom will veto any kind of hot
yeah,
snake.
no,
we're
I
not
wouldn't
having
want
any
to.
hot
I
snakes
wouldn't,
here.
and especially with Oscar around. I'm not having
Especially
hot
with your mother
snakes,
in the
and
house, okay? Just
he
know-
busts through screens. I'm more worried about him and venomous snakes than you and venomous snakes.
No, they're just not coming into the house. It's
Yes,
just
I know.
not
I'm just saying, like a hypothetical. He's not.
Yeah.
He just bust through Noodles' screen too last weekend. And I don't know how. We have it blocked off at the only possible place he could get up onto it, and there was stuff covering it, and not stuff that he likes to step on. So he's just.
Hobbs is really wanting your attention.
Hobbs, do you wish for my love? You always have it, my dear. Should I just go and get him?
Let's see what he's doing.
He's all along the middle bar of his enclosures. He's all along that thing. There.
Well, he's up from the
I'll go
bottom.
open it up. Okay?
Yep.
Hopefully I didn't sit on a cat hair pillow, but. Hi, my love.
Open it right
Look
up
at the boy. Hi. What, come here? Do you? Do you want to come out, my love? I have cat hair on your face already. He's like, no, I just wanted attention. Come here, bud. Oh, no, come here, please. Stop holding onto your plants. We got him.
Whew,
Look
one
at
time.
him. Yes, I know, Oscar. It's your friend. Here's Hobbs. Oh, he's about 8.5 feet now. But he's doing good. Oh. Okay. Ugh. He's hefty. It was one of the easier times we've had. Nope, we're not getting a prehensile tail into the back of this chair. Is that understood, my love? Oscar's like, hi. Hi, I know. Yes, you just want the pets. Just want the loves.
Shoo Oscar off so that Hobbs.
All right, Oscar, go, bud.
Just push.
Go on. Go
Come on.
on. I know. No, off. That's not. He's just like, oh, okay, I'll get attention over here then. All right. Sounds good. But yeah. Hobbs is the star of the channel, let's be honest. Hobbs and Oscar. Oscar and Hobbs. We have merch for it. I don't think I mentioned my merch much, but I do have merch. You don't have to get any, though. I understand.
I think you need to redo some of your designs.
Yeah, we definitely do need to redo a bunch
We
of our
did that
designs.
2 years ago. So.
Yes, we also need to get new cards. Lots of redoings. Lots of new stuffs.
Oh, Matthew Franklin's got to go. He says enjoy the rest of the stream.
Okay, bye. Thank you for coming. Yeah, thank you for taking time out of your day, everyone who's here. And yeah, hope to see you on the next video.
But you're not leaving now. That's just
But I'm not leaving now. That's them. I'm not leaving. Please don't leave unless you have to, and then I thank you for being here. If you could keep any reptile safely, even if it is venomous or illegal or really big, which would it be? Komodo dragon and Megalania.
Good Lord.
Megalania doesn't exist anymore, though. It's no, that's the microphone. You always go for the mics. Stop that.
So Komodo dragon then, because it's not extinct.
Yeah, but they're not venomous. Well, they might be, but they're
Yeah.
not. But like,
Yeah,
they're not
I think
Megalania.
The question was any animal venomous or otherwise. It's safely.
A copperhead.
If safety wasn't a concern.
I would also get a copperhead. They're very pretty. I would get a king cobra because they're smart.
There you go.
I'd get a king cobra, a copperhead, and a Komodo dragon. But yeah, no, they're amazing.
Do you want to talk about Hobbs at birthday parties and stuff like that? Because he's going to be.
Are you reading things?
He is. Yes, I am. Thank you to.
You have to read out loud, honey.
I know. I'm just reading in my head too. Thank you to Random T. It's very nice of you. Hobbs, don't you dare. I mustn't lose you.
There we go.
He's a lot of snake, but he's generally a well-behaved boy. He is mostly a well-behaved boy. The only time he's not well-behaved is when he's huffy or holds on with his prehensile tail to things I tell him not to hold on to. Or when he's cutting off the blood circulation to my arm because he's trying to hold on. Hobbs is going to be going to every show. We have like 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off, 3 weeks on, starting in July. So Hobbs is going to be going to every show because he loves the shows. He seems to adore them. He always has a blast. And the kids, no, don't go up in the chats. And the kids also seem to always have so much fun with him when he's brought out. It's like, oh, look at the big snake. And he just seems to love the attention. And he always seems to like meeting new people. Like he'll reach out to new people from us. And yeah, I think he's going to love it. Plus, he's a great reptile ambassador. Like, he is so calm. He's even-tempered. He's communicative so that when we know when he doesn't want to be out anymore, he's going into my hood, I think.
Around. It's kind of, he's hugging the hood.
Okay, well, he's going to ruin my hair, too. Unless we're lucky. Aw, my loves. He's like, I gives hugs. Here you go. Eventually, we will also maybe be taking Callie too, but maybe not everyone is going to know. Oh, right. Callie is our female Macklets python. She is doing pretty good. She is a sweetheart. She communicates just like Hobbs does, so if she has enough, she'll puff at us. Like, it's the exact same. And, yeah, we might take her to shows, but she's still pretty small. Maybe next year we might be able to read these two, but I'm thinking it's going to be more 1.5 to 2 years from now. But because we just want to make sure she's big enough, ready. But yeah, no, I'm excited for it.
He's a lot of snakes.
He is. He is.
How big is she now? She's 6 feet?
Yeah. She's about. If we look back,
she's skinny.
If we look back at photos of Hobbs, his face is about as big as hers is now.
Yeah.
He was so small when we got her. It's insane. How do you get a bearded dragon to eat? Mine will go without food for like 2 days, but should be eating twice a day since he's 1 year and 4 months.
He's going away.
No, don't do that.
Bee pollen.
Bee pollen works. Honestly, if that's just the way they like to eat and they're not dropping any weight and they seem fine, let them do their schedule. Eventually, they will start eating again. If you say it's every 2 days, as long as they're not losing weight and they seem to be fine, let them govern what they want to do. If you are worried, just take them to the vet. That is always a good thing, is when your reptile starts to act weird. or isn't eating like they normally would or should, take them to the vet. It's always a good idea, just to make sure you're on the safe side, you know?
What's that stuff you got from Obi's worms that you're supposed to spec on?
They are black soldier fly flakes.
Oh yeah.
So we need to use
She
those
called
more,
that
like bacon
bearded-
bits.
Yeah, bacon bit or bearded dragon
Ooh.
crack.
Yeah. So you can try bee pollen, try the flakes from Obi's worms. Hey, we just hit an hour. We've been doing this for an hour?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. But yeah, try different food items too. Try putting mealworms on the food, because sometimes when they see stuff moving, they'll think, oh, maybe I should try it. So try that, and yeah,
He's 4 months old.
a year and
It's
4
a year and
months.
4 months.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so most of it should be vegetables. At this
Mhm.
point. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes they do not want to switch over to vegetables, and it can be a bit challenging. Mackled pythons can be cannibalistic. I don't think I've heard of that really. I don't think
No,
so. I'm pretty sure they can.
They've
They
actually-
eat birds.
they've been observed in like groups in the
Yeah.
wild. But
So they don't. They're not cannibalistic, but they can be seen together. But yeah, they're very interesting snakes. They're quite smart, and I would not be surprised if they actually ended up being social snakes, given how smart they are. Or they could end up being like tegus, which are socially smart, but are not social animals. So they know how to interact with others, but they don't necessarily want to. So it would be interesting to see, but they're pretty smart snakes.
well, Hobbs and Callie get along okay.
Yep, whenever any supervised, obviously, times that they've been together, they seem fine. Outside, they seem pretty much indifferent to each other. Her more than him, though he might follow along slowly in the scent trail that she leaves behind. And then she just like, no, I'm gonna go up a tree now. But not an actual tree. It's a climbing tree. But yeah, it used to be an umbrella.
What is your favorite hognose snake morph?
Probably a lavender or a saber. Or an exanthic. I really like the exanthic. They're really pretty.
I don't know what that. What's a saber?
Saber is the black ones that look almost. They look like an Eastern, but in Western form.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Mhm.
And Z,
Well,
that is
thank you.
so cool.
I was
you
just
got
reading that.
social
Thank
media.
you. Yeah, Dozer is a good boy too. Dozer is a very steady snake, whereas Hobbs, if he's in blue, he's puffy. He might try and bump you off of him with a coil, but he's fine. Whereas Dozer doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's the most level snake you will ever meet. He's like, yeah, all right, we're doing this now. Cool. We're doing that. All right. I can't see anything. We're fine. He doesn't care. We still try to not hold him in blue, because it's just courteous, but he doesn't care. It's insane.
The last thing that you wanted to chat with people about was that last video idea.
Yeah, I know. I think we'll do that at now.
Yeah, let's do it now.
All right, let's put Hobbs away before that.
Okay, because yeah, you got to explain what's going on. You're gonna, yeah, okay.
Oh, do you want to help put the boy away? Because he's 8.5 feet of stubborn. No, I don't want to go home.
Yeah, Jub
It's like a toddler at the park.
Jub didn't want to go home either.
No, she doesn't. She wants to cuddle and she wants to walk around and she wants to be destructive. Because she's a tegu.
Here you go, buddy.
Again, another.
No, in. Ah.
Yeah, he's trying to get out again. My hair is going to get progressively worse. There you go, bud. I don't want to be in here.
All right, so explain what the other video idea is.
Do you want to get it ready,
I got it.
Dad? Okay. So, you may watch this YouTuber. His name is Brandon Ferris. Oh, no. Back that way a little. And very funny. Love his videos. Yes,
Sorry,
they
it's
do
tough
have.
'cause
Sorry,
on my
I know.
screen
I'm
here, you're about
just.
10 seconds delayed. So
Oh.
move and then
Haha, I'm 10
Just-
seconds faster than everyone else. Okay. So Brandon Ferris is a YouTuber on, well, YouTube, evidently, and very funny. And he has this series of videos called Google's Translate, which is where he will generally take a recipe for a food recipe and he will put it into Google Translate into a different language, and then he'll turn it back into English and then back into a different language, and he'll go back and forth like that a bunch of times until it is something ridiculous. You may watch him because he has around, I'm bored with the emoji there. It says, I love Brandon Ferris. Yes. So a lot of you probably watch it. He is around 4.5 million.
Something like that, yeah.
He's past 4 million subscribers, so you may know of him. But yeah, if not, go check him out. He's funny, very funny. I like watching him freak out when he plays the video games. That's one of my favorites. But anyways, the Google Translates are very funny. And he will try to follow the instructions of the finished product while he makes the food. And it honestly always ends in chaos. Our favorites to watch are the Thanksgiving dinner, both the original Hobbs, I hear you. He's puffing because he doesn't want to be home. The original Thanksgiving dinner one, and the one where he tries to do everything with tiny hands.
So what's your video idea?
So my video idea was try to take snake things from WikiHow and Google Translate them. So we have one, and I don't want to give too much away about the actual video idea that we're going to do. But this one here is snake feeding from WikiHow. And obviously, we're not going to do this one in an actual video where we try to actually do it because, A, the snakes are living, breathing animals, and we don't want to cause them any stress. We don't want to, A, also disrespect their food because something did die for our snakes to eat, and we do not want to be disrespecting their food, like that food, because that's just a little bit rude. So we're going to read that script here and now. And we have a different script already done for a video where we actually can follow the instructions of the Google Translate. So we're going to be making that video. But here's just a kind of like a how to feed snakes with Google Translate.
This is what the script would have been if we had done this video.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So but we're not doing this video because it's...
How many times did this go through the Translate?
Like 30...
And it was just a random, like it was.
It was like, I think it was a WikiHow how to feed your snake article or something.
Language, you just went random languages.
Yeah, random languages, different languages, all put back into English eventually. And now we have this white screen. I am making it up as I go. I'm not making it.
So you're going to read this with a straight face.
Well, that's questionable.
You do realize this may just be funny to you, and no one here is going to be interested in this at all, right?
I read it to a couple of my friends, and they thought it was funny. Okay, Daniel Martin, bye. I had a lot of fun. I have to go now, but I'll be there for your next video. All right, thank you. Thank you for taking time out of your day. I hope you have a great day. Bye. All right, are we ready?
Yes.
Yes.
It begins with this. Warm prey. Check for cold rats or other insects at room temperature, just before transferring and mixing it into the class. Do not use frozen gram germs. The cause of the fire pipes is poor heating of the target, or if the victim has an explosive device while heating. No one wants to clean it. I think this means like the fire pipes is supposed to be snakes. I have tried to kind of dissect what they're trying to say, and I think I've gotten most of it. And I'll tell you the part that I failed to get until Dad said something very enlightening. I'll get it to you. It was a synonym, but I'll get to it later.
Yeah, so maybe as you're going along,
I'll try to decipher a little bit.
What the original
translate the Google Translate.
Yeah.
So I think this one means like make sure that the rats are warm before feeding it to the snakes. The cause of the fire pipes is poor heating of the target. Okay, so if they refuse to eat, it's because the target isn't warm enough. Or if the victim has an explosive device while heating, no one wants to clean it. Don't microwave your rats. I think it's talking about that. Otherwise, use feeding forks. Use the plow in the area of your hand to move this captive. Stop and keep the pipes from eating. The victims allowed the victims to move and compare violent movements with the attack on the snake. I don't even know.
Wiggle.
Just
wiggle.
Maybe the to stop them from eating is like when the snake grabs on, like play a little bit of tug of war to get them to wrap. I don't. Enhance the scent. Add chicken breast without sodium. The smell of chicken and chicken broth can irritate some worms and cause nausea. Make us familiar. I think this is talking about like feeding chicken hearts maybe and scenting things for like hognose snakes to get them to eat. Anyways, make us familiar. If you are trying to give a new food to a snake, the new partner should wash some of the favorite food. For example, an enemy loves a baby, but if it is not like it, the rat bites the chicken and then tries to feed the snake. The scent known as a favorite food encourages snakes to pick up new ones.
I don't know.
Try a different shade. If so, try a different predatory color. If you try white mice, but they are not effective, try black or black mice. Some monsters stop talking to hamsters. It is true, sometimes snakes, for some whatever reason, won't eat a certain color of mouse or rat. I don't know why. They can't really see mice. Oh, slash it open. Although difficult, the smell of organisms in the brain triggers the family worm response. By removing the victim's brain or opening it to see blood, the snake will help with its food. I think this is talking about braining some things, because sometimes if you cut open the head, the smell will actually trigger them to want to eat. So it is actually true. Try of odd prey. If you don't want to catch mice and rats or mice, you can try gerbova. It may be expensive, but there are some lizards that are not ready to eat the killed rats. As long as you have the right amount of animals, you can pick up hamsters and other creatures. What is...
Try different prey.
Maybe. But you can also pick up other hamsters and other creatures. Try a fantasy enclosure. Place the worms in a small enclosure. He needs a quiet seat. Hide the snakes while feeding. I think that's talking about like a feeding tank.
Yeah.
But he needs a quiet seat.
Fantasy enclosure.
Adjust feeding time. Feed your cattle at night and close the box. Some people secretly like to eat, so you can give them a black snake. Try of different sized prey. I like how it's try of.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know if anyone new is on and wondering what the heck is going on. You can
Right.
maybe just...
So I think we actually dropped some people, so I don't think we really need to, but Google Translate. And this, Try of different sized prey. Try a big robber. Your prisoner may like less or more prisoners. Footprints are well preserved in dirt.
What is that?
This is the one that I had difficulty with. So I will say to you what my dad said to me when I had trouble with this. Do not feed your snake during a cabin. I could not figure it out for the life of me. Oscar, don't you dare go in that bin. Another word for a cabin is a shed. Do not feed during a cabin. Make sure your snake does not win. If the skin of a snake is darker and darker than usual and its eyes are sweeter, it will fall off. Most people do not eat and spread worms. And last but not least, keep your snake warm. Check the temperature of the worm cover. If the snake is too cold, it will slow down its metabolism and become inedible. So yeah, that's Google Translate. It has a not great ending, but I think that if its eyes become sweeter, it will fall off, makes up for it. So that's Google Translate. Yeah, footprints are preserved in dirt. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Maybe it's like brush off the mouse of any dirt so that they're not ingesting substrate, but I don't know with that one either.
Amy Rose, Google Translation, sorry, but I had to pause the video because my raucous laughter was drowning you out and alarming my cat.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tell your cat I'm sorry, but I'm glad that people are finding it funny, or at least 2 people are finding it funny, because we are making that video, whether or not.
Not the
feeding video, not the feeding one. But the one that I don't want to give it away, it's a different Google Translate, and we will actually be able to follow it. So it's hopefully going to be funny. Wheat worms. That's the only thing I'm going to say. Wheat worms. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
If you put wheat worms into a bunch of different languages and then back into English, I almost said Canadian, back into English, you might get what the actual thing is. we has Tituba. She is here. Oh, she is no longer here. Come back, my lady. My little lady. She has gotten quite big, if you cannot see. She's also gotten tall. Oh, it's okay. It's just a desk. You're fine. She is very skittish, though, still. She's always thought that she was, like, smaller than she actually is. So she's still a little bit skittish, but she's just a very cautious girl. But she's very good. We love her. And yes, she is very beautiful. Thank you. I remember watching Animals at Home podcast, Dylan Perrin's video on the topic of reptiles becoming an addiction. Do you have any views on the same? I don't think I know much about it, but I feel like anything could become an addiction, especially when it comes to buying things. I know people can get addicted to that, but I don't actually know much on the topic, so I need more information to make an educated decision about what I would want to say on that. But yeah, it's a very interesting idea, though. Yeah, that would be something that would be quite interesting to look into. Oh, that's the mic.
Do you want to tell the story about Tituba and we got her and whose snake Tituba actually is?
Tituba's not mine. Tituba is Mom's.
Yes.
She's slowly cutting off the blood circulation to my arm because she's like clamped it to the table. When we got her, you see how much of her is black in her back end? That's about how big she was. So from the tip of her tail, it's okay. It's okay. The tip of her tail to around here. That's how big she was when we first got her. Oh, just tried to get my BC out, but he's not in the mood. Hey, it's good when you listen to your snakes. You know, I like to hear that where people are taking their snakes out if they want to come out. No, don't do that. She lets it go randomly, and it's quite alarming. Yeah. Oscar just went for no reason. Yeah, I like when people don't force their snakes to come out. When they like, okay, my snake doesn't want to come out, I'll leave you alone. Sometimes if you're taming a snake, though, then it's not the best thing because, you know, you need to take them out so that they can get used to people. But, yeah. She is quite pretty. And the camera doesn't really do her justice. She's a lot more gray and white in person. The camera makes her look like a lot more beige and brown. But she's my Annaliese BCI, or BI, as they're now called. So I'll get my other BCI out, my jungle hypo. Yeah, that's good.
I don't know if you saw jelly turtles 72 years ago. My grandmother thinks that three turtles and one frog is hoarding. No. Well, she's on the other
I have
side
more
there.
yarn than that. And I'm not hoarding, I think. I don't know, maybe. Probably not. Hopefully not. I don't think so. So no, it's not hoarding. Nowhere near hoarding. Yeah, you try to do choice-based? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you'll always have snakes that are like a little bit more, maybe I'll come out, maybe I won't. Like Callie is very much, she'll come out when she wants to come out, and she won't if she won't, just like Hobbs. But a lot of times Hobbs does want to come out, whereas Callie, it's around 50-50. Yep.
Yeah, she's calming down.
Yeah, but she's a big girl, and she likes to do what Fingers does, which is stretch out both of her ends at the same time. So it's very difficult to kind of keep her contained. But, you know, she's still fun to handle. And she's a good girl. And she's breaking my thumb. All right, I think we should put her back. You need some help with her?
Onto something at your end.
She's big.
Anything else that you wanted to cover?
Let's check our list again. I don't think so. We got everything. We got everything on our list. Yeah, I don't think that there's much else I wanted to cover. We're not talking about the little ones, eh?
Oh, the baby Lake Chapalas?
Or the valleys, yeah.
Did you want to? I can get the bin if you want to show.
No, the bin needs to be changed.
No, I mean, I can get a couple out of the bin if you want to show baby snakes.
Okay, get the big baby valley snake. Do you want to see a big baby valley snake? I think I want you to see the big baby valley snake. Get the big valley baby.
The big baby?
The one that's a hog of all the food.
Okay.
And steals it out of his sibling's mouth so I'm not watching. But at least they don't actually eat each other or try to eat each other, which is nice because we had that issue with Jim and Pam, my Coast Guard snakes, when they were little. Whereas if we had them in the same place together, they would try to eat each other. So at least we don't have that issue with them now. I'm glad I'm not the only one who has moody snakes. Yeah, no. Snakes are just like people or dogs or cats where they have their good days and they have their bad. All animals are like that. All people are like that. I think reptiles are addictive. It's easy to impulse buy them. Luckily, I'm quite good. However, I'm addicted to tarantulas and I buy 2 to 3 a week. Yeah, I mean, getting a new animal can be, I guess, an addiction. But yeah, I don't know enough on the subject. Yeah. I'm back. I missed Hobbs, didn't I? Josh, I'm sorry you did. He came.
Back and watch it later.
You can go back and watch it later. Yep. You and Jelly Turtle.
Yes.
Yeah, Hobbs came out. He was like right up at the door too. Like he came from the back of his enclosure, which was at the beginning of the stream, to like the front of his enclosure and was like looking up out the door at us. And he climbed the door, and that's what he does when he wants to come out. So we took him out. Yeah, you might also have missed Oscar too, but don't worry. We're having our baby valley snake come out here. Well, one of our 3. Oh, you got a baby Lake Chapala too. Oh, yes, you're very sassy. Oh, I know. So this is our biggest baby valley garter snake. This is our first ever valley garter snake clutch, and he's musking on me. That's not nice. There. Oh, it's okay. Wiggly little thing. They really are worm-like. But he's so... He, she, we don't actually know. But this one is a hog. Like, I swear, just decided, no, I'm going to grow, like, more than my siblings can. In the first week we had him, like, this one, like, grew like a weed. Whereas other ones are growing at a more consistent rate. He's just like, burp. So, yeah. And then we have our newest litter of baby Lake Chapala garter snakes. So this guy is one of 12. And yeah, look at the little baby. And if you look, oh my dear goodness gracious me, come here.
On board's asking, what does musk smell like?
Go catch a wild garter snake.
Well, but they don't all smell the same.
No, they do. Valleys smell like rust and rotten meat. Or not the valleys, sorry. The coast garters are the worst. They smell like rust and rotten meat is the way their musk smells. These guys, the Chapala or the valleys, I'm not too bad about because they always musk and they helicopter it. Yeah, because with the long tail.
Like poopy pond scum.
I guess. It smells kind of watery, especially when they're babies, or for the valleys at least. But the Chapalas don't really smell like anything. Like Johanna's musk, or my king snake, my Cali king snake, her musk smells like if you break a plant, especially like a leafy plant, if you break it on the leaf of the stem, it kind of smells like that, especially for like a pothos. That's kind of what it smells like, or a dandelion.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very planty.
Mm-hmm. I like how I just know what my different snakes' musks smell like.
Well, that's fine.
And one thing you never think you'll know, or at least I didn't think I would know when I got reptiles, was the fact that I will know how old a poop is just by looking at it. I can be like, oh, still somewhat moist, but the isopods haven't eaten it. Yeah, that's 2 days old. Or that was an hour ago. Or like this, I just cleaned in your enclosure. Thanks for that. Oh, Josh. Yeah, the Lake Chapalas like to go into their water dish too.
That's
Hi.
fine. They're getting a paludarium with a filter.
They're getting a paludarium with a filter and fish. So, it'll be easier. And Dad takes care of their water dish because it's too big, and I'm bad at bringing big water dishes out of the enclosure. Hi from Ottawa. Oh, we got a Canadian. Hi.
We had lots of Canadians.
You can take that one. This one's staying.
That one's staying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Valleys are difficult to tame down, though. Like, my 2 adults still freak out all the time, so I want to put in a lot of work with the babies. And now that I think they're finally big enough, I can start working with them. But, yeah. The little one. We only got 3 babies from Dwight. That was their mom, our female valley garter snake, Dwight and Kelly. Kelly's the boy. Dwight's the girl. And yeah, this is our first 3 ever valley garter snake babies. I'm so excited for them. She might be gravid again. she spends all of her time on the warm side, so I don't know. She might not be. She might be.
Well,
I don't know.
3, right? So.
Yeah.
She only had 3, so she could end up double clutching. But yeah, I think the valley garter snakes might be my favorite baby garters that we've had. We've only had 2 different species of valley garter babies now, but I like these guys better because the chapalas twist a lot and it freaks me out. It makes me think that they're gonna hurt their backs. So I prefer these guys because I mean they could hurt their backs too because they whip around like a lot, but at least they don't literally twist
At least it's in a direction you're prepared to.
Not whoop, literally. But yeah, no. The most adorable spaghetti worm ever. Yeah. Wheatworms. Do we have any last questions before we wrap up? So yeah, about an hour and a half. This is going to be about an hour and a half then. So any last questions? Oh, hello. I know you're grumpy. Says, I'm free. I must do what I can. Look at that. Does being a reptile keeper ever negatively affect any day-to-day conversations with regular people who have no interest in reptile? I don't really think so. It can affect day-to-day life in that when you have a certain amount of them, it's very difficult to find a keeper, like or not a keeper, a babysitter or like a pet sitter, yeah, for them specifically. If you ever want to go on vacation, like if we ever go on vacation, it's going to be like all 3 of us. I was not prepared for that. I don't think any of us were. That this is with the amount of reptiles that we have now, which in the grand scheme of reptile keepers out there isn't that many. But it's a job sometimes. It really is, but yeah, everything needs to be checked on. Everything has to have their water dish changed or fed or something like that. There was always something to do with them, so that can sometimes affect your schedule. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I breathe on you too heavily? I'm so sorry.
You got sometimes people who are, say nasty things about reptiles.
Yeah, and then and it kind of hurts, but like nothing that really impacts. And I mean, if you have reptiles and you can talk from experience to people who don't know much about them or who are afraid of them, and that kind of gives you a bit of credit because you own reptiles, But yeah, I think that's pretty much the only way that it impacts your day-to-day life. Sorry, I missed the start. Love from Newcastle, England. Hi. Hi, Keith from Cambridge, England. Hi.
Hi to Keith, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people not from the Canada and US. I think we got one person from Maryland, and I think we got a couple people from Canada.
There was someone from Arizona, I think I saw pop in.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, a lot of people from like overseas. I wish I could live in a place where I could catch snakes because I live in the UK and the only snake I can find here are European adders, and I'm not interested in holding them.
Their
venom, they're not inclined to bite. Just wear leather gloves. Don't do it. I'm kidding. Please don't.
That's one of your favorite snakes, though, isn't it?
It is. I love them. They're very pretty. They look a lot like garter snakes. Hi. Oh, you're so cute. But yeah, I have never found a snake where I am. Godrich here. Oh, so that's Ontario, eh?
That's
so Canadian, eh?
But yeah. Oh, their faces are impossibly small. Like, how can...
Adam Calver says he was bit by an adder.
Oh, what? How did it go?
How was that day?
How was that? Yeah, because I know there hasn't been a death from one in like over 50 years.
Obviously, he didn't
in
die.
the UK, obviously. Yeah. I mean,
I
obviously.
think he made it.
But like, they're very likely to dry bite. Like with them, there's a lot of dry bites.
Didn't you say that like their yield is low too? Right?
And their yield is very low. You ended up in the hospital for a week. Oh, that's not good. It doesn't sound fun. Yeah, don't go around looking for European adders in order to pick them up because they are venomous snakes, and all snakes deserve our respect and for us to be gentle with them, but venomous snakes can also make sure... Oh, it was a baby adder. Oh, it must have been so small.
It bit him and put him in the hospital. Why are you making...
But it must have been small. Okay, this is going to sound weird, but I love when I'm bitten by baby garter snakes or baby snakes in general because they just look so fierce, but they're not doing much, except for that one clearly did do stuff.
Yeah.
and it just got me. Oh, yeah.
Just one thing.
Yeah, it can,
That's
all it
all
takes
it takes
is a nick.
sometimes,
I
yep.
think we watched it was Veritasium that did a video with a venom place, eh?
Maybe, I don't know.
I think it was, and the venom, they collect venom from their venomous snakes that they have there to make anti-venom. It was, I think, a place in Australia, and the guy who was being on the video with him was like, oh yeah, all it took was a thing to nick my finger, and I was out. I nearly died. I think he talked about like that. Yeah.
He
So.
had bit, okay. I do remember.
Yeah, you remember? Yeah. Do I have a legless lizard? No, they're insanely difficult to find. And for me personally,
you have many, but
well, technically I have many, but we don't want to start that debate in a live stream. But no proper actual legless lizard. I really like the way glass lizards look, which are a species of legless lizard that I think actually do reside in England and the UK.
No, glass lizards you get here, not here, but in the States.
Oh, is it? They're from the States? I thought they were from
the
Britain.
slow worms and the slow lizards.
Right, okay. So I really like the way glass lizards or glass snakes. They're called glass lizards, right?
Yeah.
I like the way they look. They're really pretty to me. But yeah, legless lizards in the pet hobby are very difficult to find.
At least here.
Whole arm swelled up, had a line drawn on my chest. If the swelling had gotten to it, antivenom injection would be given to close it. Oof.
Oh, so they decided when the swelling gets to here, then
yeah.
Cool.
You said cool.
Well, okay.
You were just saying, why did you say and you were just going cool.
It's a story. Right?
It's a baby snake.
That's a story to tell, you know?
Oh, thank you thank you, Albert. I almost said from Albert. Thank you, Albert. You guys are doing great, by the way. Love the content. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for the kind words. But I would do it again just to save it. Oh, that's so nice. I like hearing that when people, even though they have a bad experience with a reptile, they're still like, you know what? Yeah, that's nice. We need more of that in the life. And in the world. Western hognoses rock. They do. They're very cool snakes. And they look adorable when they play dead. Though once Maggie played dead when I was trying to get her to eat her food, when we first got her and she was a baby and was afraid of food. And she played dead and my heart broke and I felt really bad and I almost cried because I felt like I had scared her so much and I was so sad that she thought I would ever hurt her. But she was only a baby. Hello from Sweden. Hi from Sweden. I got 3 garter snakes a month ago. My infernalists are eating everything: chicken heart, fish, worms, and Terratina. Show no interest in food. Any advice on to get him to feed? He ate for the breeder before I got him. The breeder could have helped assist feed him, which is sometimes what I have to do, with the smallest of this litter of valleys, the baby one that was the runt. I do need to assist feed him, though he's starting to take food on his own. And when he took it from the tongs on his own, it was one of the proudest moments of my life. But so you could try with garter snakes, if you rub it along their lips, as long as you don't scare them when you're doing it, that sometimes will prompt them to eat. You might also need to hold them and get the food just into their mouth, and then they'll start to eat it on their own. If they start to lose rapid weight, take them to the vet. And see what might happen there.
With the babies, the skinny slices, if it's chicken heart,
you needed to make it small too. With the chicken heart, skinny. Same with the worms, make them small chunks for the babies, because if they think if the food is too big, even if they could handle it, they might not want to eat it. So just because they have to learn how to eat. We humans, we have our parents to teach us how to eat. Baby snakes don't.
How often is he trying to feed it to?
And
right?
how often are you trying to feed it? I would try to feed it, don't try to feed it every day. It will stress it out. Same here. I've got wild speckled cobras roaming around on my property. I just remembered when I was 12 and I tried to grab one just out of curiosity. Fortunately, it got away and hence I live today. Oh, cobras are cool though. King cobras can hold grudges. They're very awesome. What was the worst bite from a reptile you've ever gotten? Because I've been bitten by a baby corn snake and a baby frilled lizard, and neither were bad. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I haven't been bitten by many reptiles that like bad. I've been bitten by a baby leopard gecko. Didn't even leave a mark. I was bitten by a keeled belly lizard or a long bellied lizard when I lived at the pet store. When I worked at the pet store. So even that wasn't really bad.
The house snake.
House snake bites suck. I got bitten by a baby, not even as long as this guy, a little thicker because they are a bit more round in their shapes, but their teeth are their bites are awful. Don't get bitten by a house snake. They're not venomous.
I just remember you complaining about that when you keep
Yeah, they're not venomous, but their teeth are very big for their small size. They are part of a venomous family of snakes. I think they're actually lapids that are just not venomous, or there's something like that.
Related to them.
Yeah, but they're not colubrids, but they're not venomous, but their teeth are very big, so they are very painful to get bitten by, even as babies. But, I mean, the Woma pythons at my work, because we had 2 Woma pythons that were like a store breeding project.
Tell the story.
Give me one second. Yeah, I was just kind of looking to see if there was anything else. And I put them in the bag. They bite everything. They used to be good for handling, apparently, but they just, as they got older, they, oh, Josh, water snakes. Thank you so much for 5 monies. I have no further questions, Your Honor. I'm glad I caught this live stream. Yes, also, Yennefer keeps booping my phone out of the stream. Oh. Yeah, Magnus pythons can be quite, like, mischievous. It's like they know when you don't want them to do something, and they're like, come on, do it. But thank you so much for the monies. It's very generous. But yeah, so what we do is we take the snake bags, and I'll use, like, the hook doesn't really do much with the Woma pythons because they're full-grown Womas. British pounds. Yeah, we use towels, so I'll try to get a towel to grab them like in a safe way. That way I'm not hurting them and they are not able to bite me, and I'll try to get them out that way. But a lot of times what will happen is they will try to bite me, or they will end up biting the towel. They have never tried to eat the towel. Don't worry, it's all right, we get it back. But a lot of times they'll try to bite me through the bag once I get them into the snake bag that we put them in to clean out their enclosures. And one time, I don't even know how it happened, but I got him in the bag, and he must have known where my hand was because he, like, bit me through the bag and ended up biting onto the bag, but his tooth, like, ripped open a part of my finger, too. It didn't, I say ripped open, sounds a lot more gruesome, but it was, like, it was just a regular snake bite-ish, but, yeah, no, I think that was maybe one of the weirdest, but... Oh! I know what it is! When we lived in the States, and our turtle bit me.
Oh, yes.
I can't believe I forgot about that. So we had 2 yellow-bellied turtles. It was Tiger Lily that bit me.
Yeah. Tulip bit me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Tiger Lily bit me right here. And she did not let go. Oh, she did not let go. So that was not fun. I was, 8 at the time? 9?
Yeah, because we were
in Virginia.
Yeah, we were in Virginia.
We were in Indiana.
We were in Virginia. It was on the back step right outside of the door.
Oh,
I remember it.
She bit you in Indiana, too.
We hadn't gotten her in Indiana. We got her when we moved to Virginia.
No,
yeah.
We had her in Indiana.
We did?
Yeah.
We got Tulip when we lived in Indiana.
We had them both.
We did?
I had to drive them both.
Oh, yeah.
Both in the truck with me.
Yep.
It was a long time ago. I don't remember it.
But it hurt a lot.
Yeah, sounds painful. Turtle bites are awful. Don't get bitten by a turtle. It hurts. They don't let go. They will pull you back into their shell and then try to push you away with their front legs. It was not good. It's not good. It was painful. And she was technically my sister's turtle, even though she was also my turtle. And Tulip was just kind of like our turtle. But whenever we would clean out their enclosure, we would take them both into the bathroom. Kind of like a cockatiel bit. Oh, I was also bitten by Pumpkin the bird. Yeah.
One story at a time.
Yeah, sorry. So whenever we took them into the bathroom, I would be in there with them just to kind of monitor while Mom and Dad cleaned out their enclosure and did the filters and all that stuff. And Tulip, whenever we were in the bathroom with her, she would not do this if we were out in the living room or anything like that, but only in the bathroom. She would come and she would sit on my legs. I'd put my legs out and she would come on over and just sit on my legs. Only place she would do it. And she grew out of it after a time. But yeah. Anyways, kind of like a cockatiel bite. Yes, Pumpkin, the bird at the pet store I worked at, she bit me once. She did not like a lot of people. I was one of the only people that she actually did like. And whenever she was around someone who she did not like, she got very aggressive and to anyone, including me.
It's a great bird to have in a pet store.
Yeah, awesome. We don't have her in the pet store anymore. She was, we gave her to someone who we knew would take good care of her, who had experience with birds in the past. But, Tituba's just sitting with you. Mm-hmm. Tituba's still sitting with Mom. And anyway, so she was on my shoulder, and I didn't know, this was the first time I'd ever seen her angry. So I didn't know what she was like when she was angry. This is basically the first time I've ever actually interacted with a bird on multiple occasions. So I went to pet her, and she bit me. It was on this finger, and her beak was so sharp, it didn't actually hurt that much because she just sliced my finger. And I was just like, oh, you're going into your enclosure now. And I'm going to go rinse this out. And I just pushed the flap of skin back over and just went on cleaning snake enclosures. And that's my first ever bird bite. But yeah, she bit me a few more times before she ended up getting adopted. But I miss her. She was a good bird to me. She hated my family. The pet store asked if we wanted to take her because she really did like me. I was one of the only people she liked, so I was lucky. But she did not like Mom. She did not like Dad. She did not like my sister. She only liked me. And we have a cat. We have 2 cats. The one is the only one who has any hunting prowess. And we have Jub, and she would have gone in my room where Jub is. So we didn't want that. So we weren't able to take her. But yeah, she's an all right girl. Not a good girl. Not always. But I love her anyways.
I know the feeling.
Oh, that's terrible. Just ignore that for now.
You best be talking about Oscar.
Uh-huh.
My friend got bitten by a baby Kenyan sand boa yesterday. Oh, Kenyan sand boa bites are awful too. I remember I was cleaning out one of the breeder racks in the breeding room. And this was my first ever time doing it too. And again, a lot of the snakes in there sometimes are bitey. And I was not expecting the sand boa to be bitey. And so I got the hook, and I was kind of keeping his head stable because he had a bit of stuck shed on his face. So I wanted to go and get it. And then he bit me. I don't know how he was able to do it, but he bit me on my thumb and started to wrap me. And so I was like, oh, well, this is extremely painful, but might as well take this shed off of your head anyways. And so I did that, and then he let go because he was mad. But it like bruised immediately too where he bit me. It was so painful. Like it hurt afterwards.
You didn't see that coming, did you?
No, it actually drew blood. They're not fun. It was hilarious and adorable. It was though. Like whenever anyone's bitten by a snake, as long as they're not about to die, it is kind of funny. And I think he was really worried about handling yarn. Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sherman, our little baby. Oh, didn't we have a request for Sherman the Wormin?
We did.
Do we want to do that?
All right, and then maybe the last one.
Sherman the Wormin. I'm the only one who he does not strike at when I go to take him out of his enclosure. But maybe it's because I have experience with baby snakes trying to bite me constantly. So versus my family, my parents don't have as much. But yeah, he's a little sassy thing. And only when he is in his enclosure. Once he's out, he's fine. But when he's in his enclosure, he's very thrashy. And he tries to bite you.
Josh, bring on the Shermanator.
I got bitten by an emu, and that didn't let go. Yeah, so it really hurt. I bet it did hurt. That sounds horrifying. Oh.
Yeah.
I like how you and I both made noise at the same time. My Pacific parrotlet sometimes mistakes one of my moles for a seed, and it hurts a lot. Oh, I bet it does. Yeah. That doesn't sound fun either. Yeah, Pumpkin would sometimes, whenever she was on my shoulder, and I was out cleaning stuff because she would go crazy if we left her in enclosure, and it's not nice to leave a bird in their enclosure all the time. So I would take her out with me, but she also hated most of the customers. But I learned how to somewhat handle that. But she would like peck at me if she didn't like someone who was coming up to me. So that wasn't fun. But she would also sometimes try and groom me on my ears and my head. So it was like, am I about to get bit, or is she going to be cuddly? I don't know. So it was a bit difficult, but yeah. Bring on the Shermanator. We will. From BD Lexin, $4.99. Thank you so much for monies. Thank you for all the informative videos. Loved your care video for Macklets. If possible, could you please say hello to my daughter, Maeve? Maeve! Hi, Maeve! I hope you're having a great day, you too. Thank you so much for the money, and I'm very glad that you like my videos. Yeah, it's always nice to hear that. But yeah, what is your daughter's favorite reptile? Maeve, what's your favorite reptile? Yeah, no, the Macklets Python Care Guide is probably one of the only care guides I'm going to do. I stated my reasons in the Macklets Python Care Guide in case you missed it. Most care guides are overdone, information changes, and I don't want people taking my care guide as fact and not doing the rest of the research that they need to do. But yeah, my worst bite ever was from a gerbil straight through my thumb. Oh no. I still have the scar. I generally rather get bitten by a 15-foot berm. Yeah. Little rodents. Oh, I got bitten by a mouse. Mice are the devil.
That's not true.
He's in blue.
Oh, he's so faded.
Look at him. Oh, he's getting chonksy. There's the Sherman. The worm man.
So
by the way, we couldn't find. We
He was
couldn't
out,
find.
and as soon as I took the top off, he disappeared.
Of course he did. So before I get into the rodent bites, his name is Sherman after Sherman the Worman from the Backyardigans. We just could not find that clip for the video, so it's a picture of Sherman Potter from MASH. But his name is Sherman the Worman from the Backyardigans, because the Backyardigans are awesome.
So is MASH.
Okay, no one's disputing that, but Sherman the Worman. Anyways, so we have these traps for, we have these like glue traps for the crickets because a lot of crickets get loose. But sometimes mice get loose, and so they might get stuck in the traps, and whenever that happens, we get them out of the traps. Dish soap is great to use to get anything out of a glue trap, by the way. So I had gotten him out of there, and he kept trying to bite me while I was trying to get him out because these are not mice that are handleable mice. These are feeder mice. And so from BD Lexin, she said her favorite reptiles are ball python, hocus pocus. You made her very happy. Thank you. Well, I'm glad I made you happy. Thank you so much. And you know what? Ball pythons, they're pretty good. They're nice and substantial without being too big, you know?
Hocus Pocus is a great name.
Hocus Pocus is a great name. But yeah, so I got him out of the glue trap. He finally stopped trying to bite me, and I was giving him a little rinse down.
Just keep on.
And I gave him a little rinse down. And I was like, "Aw, look, he's letting me pet him now." And so I went to pet him, and he bit my thumb. And he held on for like a solid 30 seconds. And every time he would let up, I think, "Oh, this is finally going to end." And then he would like readjust and clamp back down. It was the worst. And my coworker was there just like, "You good?" And I was just like,
I will be.
mm-hmm. And the poor volunteer that was there, he was like, was just like, "Oh, you know, just being bitten by a mouse. It doesn't sound that bad because, oh, it's a mouse. They're cute. They're tiny."
No,
Rodents are awful. They're adorable, and I love them.
Albert says gerbils, hamsters, squirrels, all are nasty bites. You want to talk about our squirrel?
We sort of have a pet squirrel. Her name is Charlene. We do not own her. She just, cooking oil works with sticky traps as well. Oh, you stood in one bear trap when you were a child. I think the backyard scientist has, like, he tried to make a human-sized glue trap.
I remember that.
Yeah. Anyways, like, look how he's just like, "Oh, I'm good." Yeah, Sherman's a good one when he's in blue too. He's in blue currently, so he's a lot like. Yeah, no, I think this is good. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I talking about before? I think Oscar just jumped up on top of something.
Yeah, I heard it.
All right, Charlene. So I love squirrels. I love them. They're amazing. They're adorable. They're sassy. They're adorable. I love the noise they make. I love all the noise they make. So we started feeding the squirrels in our backyard. And now Charlene will come and beg for food at the door once to twice a day.
And morning and afternoon.
Morning and afternoon, generally. She might come just in the afternoon. She might come just in the morning. But generally, it's every day, twice a day. And she takes food from our hands. She lets us pet her a little bit. She's even jumped up onto us. She stole Dad's sandwich once. She's so much fun. But she's recently tried to shrew through the screen because I was on the other side of the screen of our back door. So I had to close the rest of the door so that, she wouldn't. But she also...
I see here that we've got Abdul Aziz was looking for a Python coding video and somehow got here. So obviously not the right Python.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But welcome anyway.
Welcome anyways. Hi.
And he has a phobia of snakes. So maybe we can pass Sherman off and let's take what Dad's got here.
Okay. Well, here.
Someone has requested.
Yes. This is Poe. Oh, hello. This is Agatha. And wait. Yeah, this is Poe and Agatha, our red-footed tortoises. And look at the difference in size. We just got Poe. He is Agatha's friend. Yeah, I knew we were going to get him. If you have a phobia of snakes, by the way, Abdul, feel free to check out some of my videos. They do all contain snakes or some form of lizard and reptile. But my channel is about helping people overcome their fear of snakes because a lot of fears are from not knowing, and I try to educate people so that maybe they won't be as afraid, but I completely understand. So yeah, here you go. Tortoises. But yeah. And he has like a really cool pattern on his back. The white's not his pattern. That's like a little marker, but I'm trying to get it to focus on him. Can you see? He has like a really interesting pattern on his back. But yeah, no, Charlene has even come up to Oscar to beg for food.
Abdul says, cute.
Yeah, you like turtles. Turtles are great. Most people like turtles. I mean, who doesn't? They stomp. Watch. She'll do a stomp, I bet it.
Wow,
she's slightly doing a stomp.
Will she do the butt wiggle? Scratch her butt?
No, we're too out in the open for that. Yeah, too new.
Too slippery.
But yeah, no, I'm just kind of hold. Yeah, they go outside for the summer. They have like a little enclosure, which Charlene does try to go into, but we try to chase her out of there all the time. You got bitten by a chuckwalla in Palm Springs. Oof. Yeah. I got bitten by a baby bearded dragon, and that hurt a surprising amount for such a small thing. All right, bye. If you're back in a bit, this will probably not last any longer. I was thinking about half an hour to 2 hours, so yeah. Also, hi, Daniel Martin. Welcome back. I tried to say hi and welcome back at the same time. Didn't work, but we got there eventually. But yeah. Poe and Agatha. All right. So I think that this is probably a good place to end it with these two adorable cuties. And I think we're going to get pizza. I have to clean out baby bins. So let's get going. And thank you, everyone, for taking time out of your day to watch this. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for all the super chats and all of that. You guys are so generous, and I appreciate it all. Watch out for this next upcoming video. Jolly Turtle, I was hoping you'd forget. Thank you, Beauty Lexin. I just did another one. Okay, So, watch out for next week's video, Canada Day video. I'm very excited about it. I had the most amount of fun filming the outside parts that I've had filming any video ever. So I really hope you all enjoy it. Josh Waters, thank you so much for the awesome live stream. Your content engagement is the best. Thank you so much, Josh. Josh, I know how to speak. By the way, go check out Josh Watersnakes. He's got a great channel. And yes. Oh, and we did want to talk about Canherp too. I think we forgot to write that down. So Clint had a live stream yesterday and he talked about US ARC a lot, which we do want to support too. But at the same time, Canherp is basically Canada's version of US ARC, so go support them. They're great. They're doing the same thing as US ARC is, but in Canada. You can support both of them, and even if you don't live in the States or you don't live in Canada, you can support both. If you can, it's great, and thank you. All right. Bye, everyone. And yeah, see you in next week's video. And remember, nurture all nature. Bye. Agatha. I don't know where the mouse is. All right, don't do that. Bye. Wait.
End.
End.